Okay, I started recording right now, and participant. Participant. Does it tell you on your side that does it say or not?
No, you already started recording what we are speaking,
Okay,
but
but what about
that's not. No, we need something where you can give us permission to record.
well, when I was going, I'm recording right now, and then invite, no, chat, no, participant. See, on my thing it says pause, share. Is it sharing maybe?
Yeah, probably sharing.
Okay, sharing, but no, that is screen share only. Annotate, remote control.
Okay, you go in.
Oh, okay, remote control, Bhaven, Neetu, Ashwin, Shah. So can I say yes to you? Does it say anything to you?
Okay, let's see.
I click on your name, remote
No, it does.
control.
No.
No. No, it says mouse, keyboard, remote control at your end. That's it. It didn't do anything. So that is not the one. Audio. Use telephone, using telephone mode. Okay, stop video, more. Stop
Try
sharing.
in the settings. There is a recording thing there in the settings.
On record. Okay. Settings. Okay,
Try this one. What
this one?
happens?
Huh?
No, the recording. What it says here.
Where? This one? No.
I think so. We are not seeing the same thing.
Yeah, my computer doesn't show me. Anyway, we can start recording on my end, and I'll send it out to you.
Okay.
Okay, so we are going to start right now. Namo Ananta, Namo Siddham, Namo Arya, Namo Jana, Namo Laya Sahasranam. Vislakancha Namukaro Sarva Pava Panasam Mangalancha Sarvasinkaram Bhamangalam. Omkaram Bindu Sanyuktam Nityam Jayanti Yoganantamidam Moksham Shiva Omkaraya Namo Nama Samay Saraya Swami Bhutyacha Pasute Chidava Dahaya Sarva Bhavantaratse Ajnanatimirandhanam Dana Anjanashalakaya Chakshlamilkamena Tasmai Sri Guruve Namaha Bhuttam Karo Jagatana Jayantavarto Omkarnad Jinno Jayantavarto Jinna Samo Sarnako Jayantavarto Nanti Pachara Janama Jayantavarto Namo Tirthanayatane Nama Omkara Nadane Omkara Sangarottane Nama Sri Tirthandane अहो उपकार जिनवरनो कंगन जन देवनो दीन कंग जनीन अहो ते गुरु कानन अहो ते भगवती नाथन जो अचल में अंतम गति पामे न सर्वे सीजन वंदे कहो सुख केवल कृपा समय प्राप्त हरे एक शुद्ध सजा हरे ज्ञान दर्शन में करे संयम के मारे गई परमात्म प्रिय। Okay, so last week we were talking about the relationship of soul with the karma. So we'll pass the slides, and we had this slide that we talked in a great detail. And what we talked over here is soul.
Wait 1 second, Kirit uncle, I have so much feedback from you. I don't know. Is anybody else hearing it? Because it's very hard for me to hear you.
Okay, can you hear now? Is it better?
No, there's something in somebody's background noise.
Okay,
Maybe if everyone can turn their microphone off while you're talking.
let's see.
Yeah, now it's better. It's gone. Whatever it is, it's gone now.
Okay, all right. Okay,
Okay.
so so what we are talking about is soul and karma relationship, and as we say that soul is one side, and anything happening in the soul is known as a bhav karma, means soul's inclination. And anything happens in the matter over here, it's known as a material karma or dravya karma. We had to get familiarized with these names. Bhav karma means everything happens to the soul. Dravya karma means everything happens in the material, non-living, material, physical karma. Those two things are all independent and they don't have actually uh, uh, bearing on each other. In general, they don't. But of course, as we said, this central line that we have said, principal cause, auxiliary cause relationship, because of those two, because of that thing which is called nimit, naimitic sambandh. Nimit, what is nimit? Again, we have to have absolute clarity in our mind, because if we don't have that clarity in our mind, it is very easy for us to get into the pitfall. So nimit means what? Right now, for me, I am upadan. I am talking. I am doing my personal effort. I am putting all my energy right now. So I am the naimitic, means principal cause. While that is happening within me, what is happening on the other end? There are four people listening. And so they are called nimit. Now, if these four people are not here right now, there may not be any reason for me to speak. But speaking is because of me only. Listening is because of you only. So from my perspective, I am the nemitic, I am the principal cause. Action is occurring within me. While on the other end of the spectrum, there are people listening. So those are called auxiliary cause, or they are called nimit. Now, because we decided 4 weeks back that we are going to Wednesday, we are going to meet everybody. And so you guys are coming online, and so I'm talking. So is it not true that because of you I'm speaking? Well, in a way, it is conventionally, it is okay. But in reality, it is not. For example, you all are online and I just decided not to speak. It's my decision. And if I can do, it's my responsibility, my decision. I don't want to talk. And that is also okay. It can happen. Or I keep on talking and there's nobody to listen to me. So what it is, I am the principal cause as per speaking is concerned. You are the auxiliary cause or nimit for my spoken words to hear. So from my perspective, I'm the principal cause and you are nimit. Now let's take the turn around. From your perspective, from Bhavin's perspective, from Preeti's perspective, what is happening? That you are making effort to listen. That is your principal cause, principal action. And because you are doing that thing, I am nimit for you. I am nimit means I am auxiliary cause from your perspective. So now you understand the two people, two groups of people over here. One is speaking, one is listening. One who is speaking is a principal cause, so other one becomes nimit, auxiliary cause. Now, from this perspective, Listener is a principal cause and speaker is a auxiliary cause, nimic. So each other, there is two-way street, and this two-way street we have to understand. So here also same thing happens. Soul is doing bhav karma, while material karma is called dravya karma. So bhav karma, dravya karma, they have principal cause, auxiliary cause relationship, means nimic, nimitic symbol. One more definition of limit we can give. One more angle of explanation. What is that one? That, for example, a fish wants to swim in the water. Now, who is a principal cause over here? The fish, because fish wants to swim. Now, what did water do in fish swimming? Swimming of the fish is an action, and what does water do? Water provided vehicle. Water provided vehicle, and through that vehicle, the fish is swimming. Now remember, what did water do? Water provided vehicle means water's presence was important. But besides that, water did not do anything for fish to swim except for providing vehicle. So water is a nimitt and fish is a principal action. Now, somebody is going to raise the question that, wait a second, if there's no water, fish cannot swim. We did not say no, we said yeah. If there is no water, fish cannot swim. But whose action in the swimming occurred? It is a fish's own activity, own strength, own decision decided to swim. For example, if water is a vehicle for a fish to swim, and then water is the reason for the swimming, then I'll throw the stone in the water. What will happen? Stone will sink because stone does not have capacity to swim. So here, fish is a principal action and water is a nimitt, means water is an auxiliary cause. So this definition of nimitt has to be clear in our mind. Now remember, when does water become nimitt? Only when fish is swimming. Let's say that I have I have the box and I have water inside and there's no fish inside. Then I cannot say that water is a reason for fish to swim because there is no fish in the water. In the fish tank, there is no fish, only water. Bubbling is occurring, all the things and everything, but there is no fish. So water is not a nimitt for the fish because water is not doing anything. Only when I put the fish in the fish tank and fish starts swimming, then water becomes nimitt for the fish. Right now, I put the lights on, but at the same time, there is also daylight. Right now, from my window, daylight is coming. So what is the use of this light that I have? Nothing. Light is not doing anything to me. But come dark and everything, in an hour, 2 hours, when it becomes dark and the sun is set and everything, now for me to read, I need the light. So light will become nimitt at the time. I have the security light, for example, it remains on 24 hours. And that light is not nimitt if I'm not reading in that light. Only during dark, when I want to read and light is present, so light became nimitt at the time. So nimitt definition, whenever action occurs principally in a principal cause, then and then we can give kind of accusation on the nimitt as a nimitt. You follow? So is this clear? If it is not clear, we will go again and again. But remember, it should be absolutely clear. Nimitt cannot do anything to my principal action, number one. Nimitt's presence is required, but it cannot do anything. So, and let's presume, for example, I can just say, because of Mahavir Swami Bhagwan, I learned all these things. Now, was Mahavir Swami Bhagwan not there for 2500 years? Yes, he was there. I mean, his teachings were there. His teachings were there, but he did not. That teaching did not become nimit for me when I was not ready. But now I'm ready. I want to understand. I want to listen. I want to digest. I want to put into action, and I want to increase my spirituality. Then Mahavir's writing became nimit for me. All this book that see in the back, they are there for so many months and years. If I don't read it, they are not nimit. When I'm reading it, then the books become nimit for me. So again, remember, nimit is very, very important. The nimit is called nimit only when there is principal actions occurs in the principal things. Is that clear? Yes, boys and girls?
Yes.
Yes. Okay. So now,
Yes, yes.
yes. Okay. So let's go to the next slide now. So now, again, we are going back to substances of the universe. How many substances of the universe? Soul, matter, medium of motion, medium of rest, space, and time. So these are the 6 substances of universe, and this universe is filled with these 6 substances. There are no 7 substances. There are no 5 substances. There are exactly 6 substances in the universe, and they are independently existing since time infinite. Since time infinite, they are there, and for time immortal, they will remain there. Okay, so these substances are there, right? Okay, now we go to the next one. What are the activity of these 6 substances? What did we say before? The soul has a capacity to interact. Matter has a capacity to interact. And medium of motion, medium of rest, space and time, they are inert substances, they are pure substances, they don't react with anybody else. They simply remain pure in the pure form. So, what are the people? The soul and matter are the 2 things that they mess up the whole thing, and that's why whatever we see around in the universe is because of matter and soul interacting with each other. How do they interact? That's what we are going to see now. Okay. When we say substance, what does substance mean? When we take, remember that there are 6 substances are there, right? Soul, matter, dharmastika, adharmastika, akash, and kal. 6 substances are there. Now, out of that, any substance we take, any substance. So there are 3 parts of those substance. Substance, there is a substance means a dravya, attributes means gun, and modes means modification means paryay. Substance is a dravya, attribute is a gun, and modes means paryay. So, for example, if I take sugar, sugar is a substance, and that sugar substance is inert by itself. Sugar cannot do anything, but sugar has an infinite attributes, and out of all the attributes, let's take 2 attributes, for example, whiteness, and we also take the other attribute as a sweetness. Sweetness and whiteness are the attributes, but they attribute also don't do anything. Only thing, each attribute does modification, and that modification is called modes, and so action occurs in the modes. So now that white powder, I put it on my tongue, and there is a sweetness that I'm experiencing, and that sweetness when I'm experiencing, that is the mode. Once again, sugar is a substance, sweetness and whiteness is an attribute, and that to give the white color, to give the sweetness is a modification. For example, gold. Gold is a substance. What are the attributes? Well, yellowness is an attribute, heaviness is an attribute. And now, what are the modes of the gold? For example, you make the bangle out of it, you make necklace out of it, you make ring out of it, whatever those things, ring, necklace, or the bangle, all those things are called its modes. Remember, in that mode, in that modification, the gold is there. You have the necklace. You are going to the goldsmith. You want to sell that necklace. So what you are doing? You go to the goldsmith and you describe about the necklace, characteristics of the necklace, how beautiful it is, what's a great design you have it, who made the design, how many years back was it, and all kind of things you describe about it. But the goldsmith who wants to buy the gold, what is he looking at it? He ignores the shape of the necklace. What does he see? He just says, how much is a gold in this one? And per ounce, how much I'm going to give to this lady? And that's all his vision is. He is looking at the substance. He is looking as a gold as a substance. And the lady, she's talking about all the modes of the gold. So the things are same. The same way. Who am I? I'm a human being. I'm Indian. I used to be doctor. Now I'm retired. Now I'm senior citizen. Now all those things are. I'm talking. I'm giving you my recognition through my modes. But ultimately, who am I? Who am I? I'm the substance. I'm the soul substance within this whole thing. And this soul was never created, will never be destroyed. It will always be there forever and ever and ever. And it remains independent. It doesn't need anybody's help to sustain and everything. So when I'm talking everything from the modes perspective within me, I'm talking from modes perspective. I'm Kirit, I'm Amit's father, I'm Vibhudi's husband, I used to be doctor, I'm on social security, I'm a senior citizen, I'm Indian, I'm dark, I wear glasses. All those things are my modes.
Kirit uncle, can I ask a question?
Yes, beta.
Okay, so if you look at the substance, we call that dravya drashti.
Yes.
If you look at the paryayas, we
Yes.
call that paryay drashti. Is it meaningful to talk about?
Oh yeah, definitely.
Is it meaningful? My question is it meaningful to talk about looking at the attributes only? So gun drashti, is there any such thing, gun drashti?
No, there is no gun drashti. There is only two drashtis are there, dravya drashti, paryay drashti. I'm looking at the substance from substantial point of view, and I'm looking at the substance from modal point of view. So because what happens, the attributes are so intermingled with the soul substance that there is no way you can take the attributes out. For example, sweetness is an attribute of the sugar. Now, maybe I put the injection into the sugar and then take the sweetness out. Can I do that? No. If the sweetness means sugar, sugar means sweetness. So they are part of each other. They have inherent relationship, and so you cannot take the substance attributes out of the substance. And because you cannot take attributes out of the substance, and that's why there is no gun drashti. There is always dravya drashti, means substantial point of view, and modal drashti, I mean a paryay drashti, means modal perspective. I'm Kirit, I'm father of somebody, I'm son of somebody, I'm husband of somebody, I'm whatever. All those things are my modes. And so I'm looking at myself from modal perspective. You know, last week, 2 weeks back, almost 10 days back, I was in Tampa, Florida, and then they are just saying that, okay, let's do the recognition of everybody who's who and everything. So just kind of, so everybody's talking. I am Ramesh Parekh, I am Hasmukh Shah, I am Raju Kamdar, I am such and such, I'm such and such. So what is it? It's modal perspective. So my turn came in. What did I say? I am soul by nature. but from modal perspective, I'm known as a Kirit. See the effect that I'm the soul. I am nothing else except I'm soul. But to differentiate me from Ashwin Bhai, from everybody else, from Priti, from everybody around me, that means I'm given a name, certain name I'm given. But that's not my true nature. But in the convention point of view, it continues our day-to-day business. So we recognize each other with our names and everything. So attributes and substance are merged with each other. Wherever there is substance, there are attributes. Wherever there are attributes, there are substance. So when we say substantial point of view, that means it already includes all the infinite attributes in an indivisible form. Remember, word is very important. When I'm talking about substance, whenever I'm talking about sugar, that means all infinite attributes of the sugar are along with the sugar. And so they are in indivisible form. There is nothing like separateness of the whiteness of the sugar and separateness of the sweetness of the sugar is different. Whiteness and the sweetness are part of the sugar as a substance.
Kirit uncle?
Yes.
I won't speak for everybody, but at least we get it here. We understand.
Yes. Okay. All right. Okay. So now that we understand substance, attribute, and mode, so let's go to the next one. Now, how do these two guys react to each other? Because remember, we said that the soul and matter, they interact with each other. So how are they interacting? Soul has two parts. The pure form called innate form, Suddha Bhav, and diluted form is called Vibhav Bhav. This is called Swabhav Bhav, and this is called Vibhav Bhav of the soul. Diluted form is a characteristic. Soul has a capacity to be in diluted form. Same way, matter can be in an innate form in Swabhav Bhav, and matter can be in diluted form, it's called Vibhav Bhav. Now, soul's diluted form means soul's Vibhav Bhav, and matter's Vibhav Bhav, they create problem by interacting with each other with principal cause, auxiliary cause relationship. Soul and matter, they're two independent substances. They have their own modes. One is a Swabhav Bhav mode, so modification in the form of purity, or modification in the form of diluted form. Similarly, matter has a purity form and matter has a diluted form. So now two diluted forms come together and now they have the principal cause auxiliary cause relationship. For matter's diluted form, soul's diluted form, matter is an auxiliary cause. Other way around, for the matter's diluted form, soul's diluted form is an auxiliary cause. So they both are principal cause, they both are auxiliary cause, depending on which direction you are looking at it. If you look from the soul's perspective, then matter is an auxiliary cause. If I look from the matter perspective, then soul is a auxiliary cause. So this is very, very, very important point to understand. Now, soul's innate form means Suddha Bhav. Suddha Bhav means Swabhav Bhav. If soul is in the Swabhav Bhav only, then soul cannot react with the matter. Similarly, if matter is in the innate form, cannot react with the soul. So what happened here? Soul is a pure form. For example, Siddha Bhagwan, we take it. Soul's innate form is a Siddha Bhagwan. Then there is capacity for diluted form, but Siddha Bhagavan says, no, I'm going to remain in my own pure, perfect nature only. So, because it is remaining in a perfect form, innate form, Swabhav Bhav, then even though soul is sitting in the Siddhasila, the Bhagwan's soul is in the Siddhasila, and there are also matter particles around there, karma particles are around there, but because it is in innate form, it does not react with the matter at all. Now, let's come back to the matter side. How do we form? Okay, one second, before we go to the matter side. So, soul's innate form is Swabhava. Soul's diluted form is a creation of the problem. What are the diluted form means? Anger, deceit, ego, greed, rag, dvesh, ignorance, moh means deluded form. All those things are the problem of the souls in the deluded form. Deluded form of the soul means anger, deceit, ego, greed. Let's put it krodh, man, maya, lobh, or rag, dvesh. We can put that way. So that is deluded form of the soul. When soul is in a deluded form, then the matter in the form of a karma particle comes and joins to deluded form of the soul. So that's from the soul's perspective. Now we are coming to the matter perspective. What happens in matter? In the matter, deluded form and innate form. What is the innate form of the matter? If I take one cube of a wood, for example, and I take two pieces and another two pieces, another two pieces, if I can make that wood pieces into further division as much as possible, and finally when I come to a point in which I cannot make further division and it's a last particle remains, that is called matter's innate form. Means Parmanu. Parmanu means atom. This is the atom in the scientific language is a very crude form that we talk about. Atom in the in a Jainism perspective is a far more finer particle than the atom in the chemistry that we know about. So, by lack of better word, matter, the last particle of the matter is called Parmanu, means atom, which is its innate form. Now, for example, karma particle. How many karma particle is how many Parmanus are there, means how many atoms are there. An infinite amount of atoms, they combine together and it make one material karma particle. Infinite amount of atoms, they get together and make one Parmanu, karma particle. So karma particle is an infinite amount of atoms included.
You should say Parmanu, not atom, right?
Yeah, but we should use the word Parmanu, but because lack of better word for English, we keep on telling atom, but it's not the atom from the science. Because remember, science atom that is being taught to us in the school has a proton, neutron, electron, and all those things are there. And now even in the neutrons, now you just say quarks are there and everything. So the subparticles are there. So final particle which is alone, single, without any attachment of anything else is called Parmanu. It is the final, the smallest particle of matter, and that free Parmanu, free atom, is called matter's innate form. Now, the matter, the physical matter has a taste, touch, smell, and color, etc. Those attributes are there, in which there is one attribute is called touch attribute. This touch attribute is such that one atom gets attracted to the other and then they become two. Two becomes attracted to third one and they become three. And this way, infinite amount of parmanus, they get together and it's called skand, means a crude form of a collection of aggregate collection of matter particles is called skand. Now, this skand is the diluted form of the matter. Remember, what's a diluted form of matter? Is a more than one matter particle in association is called diluted form of the matter. So what did we say? Karma particle has infinite amount of matter parmanus. Infinite amount of parmanus are in the matter of the karma particle, and that is its diluted form. Remember, soul's diluted form was anger, deceit, ego, greed, rag, dvesh, agnan, mithyatva. Similar over here, the diluted form of matter means aggregate particles of the parmanus are called diluted form of matter, right? So now, karma particle and krodman maya lobh, they come together and they make the principal cause auxiliary cause relationship. This diluted form of matter occurred by itself. Soul's diluted form occurred by itself. Okay, so now we are going to go to the next slide. This is basically same thing what we are talking in a different pictorial form, that soul can do two things. Soul can remain in its innate form, and soul has a capacity to go in the state of delusion, deluded form. Now, when soul goes into the deluded...
Excuse me,
Yes.
there's somebody when having lots of background noise, some laughing TV, something.
Yeah,
Can
there's
you
some
just,
TV on somewhere.
somebody is talking, laughing, something, it's very hard to listen to you.
Yes,
Can
there's some
you,
TV on somewhere.
can somebody please turn your microphone off because we're getting all the background noise.
It's not me, I can say that.
Okay.
All right, there, it stopped. It stopped now.
All right. Okay. So
Thank you. Sorry for the interruption.
Okay, so now we come in a soul karma. We already have built up our base, so now we know exactly where we are. So again, soul can do two things because soul can interact. Soul has capacity to interact. So first thing it can do is to remain in its own nature, which is called swabhav bhav, and soul can go into the state of delusion, which is called vibhav bhav. When this thing is happening, when soul is in a delusion form, means vibhav bhav, on the other side, there are fruits of the old karma coming in fruition. Remember what happens? I have acquired lots of karma in my life, in my previous life, and for time infinite, I keep on accumulating karma. And this karma now comes in fruition. Karmano uday. Karmano uday she. So I have the fruition of the old karma. So when I'm in the state of delusion, means krodh, man, maya, lobh, rag, dvesh, agnan, mithyatva, all those things when it is there in the delusion form within me, means let's talk simple thing like I am in an angry state right now. I'm in the angry state. So that is my state of delusion. So what happens on the other side? There is a fruits of old karma. They are going fruition to me. They are keeping me. They give the situation in which now I'm ready to become angry. You know, I mean, I want to be healthy, and now doctor, I'm good. I went to doctor's office and he says, well, you have a problem, you have a health problem. So I'm becoming angry at it. Why me? Why me? I'm doing all the things. Why it should occur to me? So that's my fruits of the old karma standing in front of me when I'm in the state of delusion, means I'm in anger, deceit, ego, pride state. So that thing is there. Now, remember this these guys, two guys, this state of delusion and fruits of old karma are independent. They have nimitic relationship. This guy is a principal cause. This guy is nimitic, means principal cause, and fruits of the old karma is nimit. This is fish. This is water. Fish has a capacity to swim. Water provides vehicle. I have state of delusion, and on the same time, I'm in the state of anger, and at the same time, there's a fruits of old karma present on the other side. They both are independently there. Now, when this thing, one arm of the action occurred, something else also occurs, that there is an influx of new karma. What happened? Because I become angry right now, because I'm angry right now, I acquired new karma also. So, and that one also has principal cause, auxiliary cause relationship, means influx of karma was a primary action in this reaction. Influx of karma was supposed to be primary action. So for that primary action, my state of delusion, means my angry state, became nimit. Influx of new karma is a principal cause, and the state of delusion becomes auxiliary cause. In this reaction over here, fruits of old karma was a auxiliary cause, and state of delusion was a principal cause. So this was nimit, this was nimitic. In this reaction, this is nimitic, this is nimit. So state of delusion at from one aspect when we look, it is principal cause. From the other aspect when we look, it's an auxiliary cause. So this is the way myself acts as a nimitic as well as nimit, both. Now, when these things
Uncle,
are, yes.
that slide's not on.
Was slide not on? Okay.
Yeah.
Let me just make sure. Oh, okay. That's what I thought, something was not on. And let's see. Share screen with computer sound. Okay. Is it on now? Is it on right now? Yes.
Yes,
Yes.
it's on.
Okay. All right. So quickly, soul has an innate form and soul has a delusion form. So deluded form, and in that deluded form, what do? I do anger, deceit, pride, greed, all those things I'm doing, krodh, man, maya, lobh. When I'm doing that part, my state of delusion, that the fruits of the old karma is standing there as a nimit only. Now, when I do this one, there is also influx of new karma occurring within me, and that is called karma ashrav. Ashrav is influx of new karma. And again, they have the principal cause auxiliary cause relationship. So what happens in this one? In the state of delusion is a principal cause, means nimitic, then fruits of the old karma becomes nimit. State of delusion is fish, and fruits of old karma is of water. That a simile we can give. Now, when that part of the reaction is there, now we come to this reaction. Influx of old karma, influx of new karma is a principal cause, and state of delusion becomes nimit. So state of delusion, from this perspective, fruits of old karma, it's a nimitic, means upadan, means principal cause, means action occurring independently in the soul. That time, this guy is nimit. But over here in this reaction, there are generic particles, there are generic particles present in the universe, and that generic particle wants to become karma, and when they become karma, now they are attracted to the soul, because soul is providing nimit. So here we have both the things happening. Once the influx of new karma comes, then the karma go in dormancy, then it becomes fruits of old karma, then becomes state of delusion, then influx of new karma, and this kind of circle keeps on going forever and ever and ever within me. And that's why, since time infinite, this part is happening. I'm in the anger state because on the other side, I see the fruits of old karma. Means fruits of old karma means it gives me all the situation for me to become angry right now. That's it. They just provide the situation to me. Do I become angry or not? It all depends on me. If I decided not to, it's up to me. But usually I become angry. Because of you, I have to do this. Because of you, I'm angry. So I always point my finger at somebody else and blame somebody else. I blame my fruits of old karma. Well, I want to learn so much about spirituality, but what can I say? There is a fruits of the old karma in the form of jnana varniya karma, knowledge obscuring karma, and that's why I don't have knowledge going within me. So I blame this guy, I blame Nimit, but actually I don't have intention to learn. I don't have true intention to learn. Because I don't have it, that's why I keep on blaming to my old fruits of karma. But over here, I'm responsible. Okay, influx of new karma keeps on coming. Now, in this reaction, if we look, old karma are what? What is it called? What kind of substance it is? It's a matter, right? Now, influx of new karma is what kind of substance it is? It is matter, right? So these two are matter. Matter has no capacity to know. They are simply matter, particle, that's it. In this reaction, who has the brain? These three guys: state of delusion, fruits of old karma, influx. Who has a brain? Who has a capacity to think? Well, capacity to think rests with the soul, and soul can do something to break this cycle. I want to break this cycle. How can I break it? Well, I'm going to break the cycle now. First thing, soul's activity. Again, what other soul can do? Soul can do to stay in its own pure state or in a deluded state. In the deluded state, it can do auspicious deed, means punya bhav, and deluded state, it can also do inauspicious deeds, means pap bhav. So, what can I do? I can do only one of the three things. I can be in my pure nature of the state, pure state, or I could be in the punya bhav, or I'm in the pap bhav. I can think about auspicious thinking or inauspicious thinking. That's all I can do right now, right? So now, I decided that going the state of delusion, and I'm in the auspicious and inauspicious inclination, I want to take that line out. I brought the eraser, pencil eraser, and take this line out. I said, now I'm going to stay in my pure nature only, and I'm not going to be going to deluded state at all. When I'm remaining in my own pure state.
કિરીટભાઈ
Yes.
આ પાછળ બહુ અવાજ આવે છે કોઈક ફોનમાં વાત કરતા હોય ખબર નહીં કોકનો અવાજ છે બહુ
Okay, let's see. Most of the people are muted, so I don't know what is happening. Anyway, we'll continue. Okay. So let's see where my slide. Okay, yeah. So what happened when I as a soul decided to go in my pure nature, and I decided not to become angry, deceit, ego, greed, rag, dvesh, all those things. Remember, Ashwin bhai, I said no rag, no dvesh. When I take this line out, then I'm in my pure state, and that means this whole circle has nobody to feed them, and because nobody to feed them, fruits of old karma gets out, influx of new karma doesn't come, and whole thing start falling down, and that is my samyak darshan. Let's see again. From this slide right now, we can find it out how do I have 9 tattva that we talked about? We talk about 9 elements are the principal thing, and somebody having total faith in the 9 element, that means you have samyak darshan. So how do I get samyak darshan over here? Okay. So there are 9 the soul and karma. So 7 reals, so 9 reals, or we can just say 9 elements: living, non-living, inflow of karma, auspicious, inauspicious karma, bondage of karma, stoppage of karma, shading of karma, and liberation. Jeev, ajeev, paap, punya, paap, that means asra, bandh, samvar, nijra, moksha. These are the 9 tattva that we are talking about. Now, look over here in the slide. Who is the first one? The first real means the first element of the 9 tattva is a soul. Soul is standing over here. Next guy. Number 2 is a non-living matter particle. Fruits of all karma, influx of new karma. They are matter particle. They are closely associated with me, and they are called pudgal, or non-living. Now, inflow of new karma. What happened? Influx of new karma means I have the generic carbon particles around me, and that generic carbon particle decides to go into the karma form, and that is called influx of karma, means asra. Now, once that asra is there, I have the anger, deceit, greed, ego, all those things that when I do rag and dvesh and everything, it's the intensity of rag and dvesh will decide how tightly those karma will be bonded with me. Remember, over here, I still have this line present, and because of this line, I'm in state of delusion, and that's why all this thing happened so far. Now let's see next slide. What happens to this line? That line went away, and I decided to stay in a state of my own pure nature. I decided not to do rag and dvesh. I decided not to do anger, deceit, ego, pride, and greed and everything. So now, what happened here? Stoppage of karma occur, because this guy, remember this guy, he is always looking for nimit, and there is no state of delusion within me. And so it says, well, I can't do any activity because this guy is not giving me state of delusion. So stoppage of karma occurs. Shading of karma. What happens shading of karma? Because state of delusion is not there, these fruits of all karma come and they go away. For example, Mahavir Swami, when he has a fruits of the old karma, he is in meditative state. He is in this state over here. He is in this state, and he is having no anger, deceit, ego, greed, nothing. And he has fruits of old karma came, and that shepherd came, and he said, my cows got lost, and Muni, you did not listen to my advice, and so because you did not listen, I'm going to make sure that this nail goes in your ears, and he puts the nails in a Bhagwan's ears. But what happened? Bhagwan's soul was so much within himself that these fruits of old karma came and shading occurred, nothing happened to Bhagwan. And ultimately, when I'm remaining in my pure nature of the soul all the time, continuously, nothing else, which is like Aryan Bhagwan and Siddha Bhagwan, then there are no karma particle bothering me, and that is called my liberation. That's my moksha. So from this pictorial perspective, what we see over here, how 9 tattvas work with me, and how I'm able to get all these problems of karma relationship giving me trouble. But ultimately, trigger is in my hand. When I erase this line out, I am responsible. I can go into the state of delusion, or I can remain in my state of my pure nature. Pure state of remaining in pure nature is called samyak darshan, and then from samyak darshan, purity increases by leaps and bounds, and then ultimately liberation occurs. So this is the way I can work. So one has to understand who is responsible with all these reactions? I'm responsible. I'm the one who makes anger, deceit, ego, greed. I can stop those things myself. Did I do that? Did I do today anything in which I became less angry, I became less greedy, I became less egoistic, I was not deceitful? Did I do anything today? So my beginning starts today, in which I try to take responsibility of my own deeds. Once I do that, that means I will be on the right path. When I'm on the right path, Dev, Shastra, Guru will be there in the form of Nimit. Dev means omniscient Lord, Guru means enlightened monks and true teachers, and scriptures. Those things are, they will be Nimit from it. But what do the Nimit do? When action occurs within me, when action occurs in the sense I decide to stay within my pure nature of the soul, when I decide that, then Dev, Shastra, Guru becomes Nimit for me. And once they are Nimit only if they are called Nimit when action occurs within me. So, do I want to be on the right path? Yes. Do I want to do the right thing? Yes. Who is supposed to do it? I'm supposed to do it. Is somebody's going to help me out? Nobody's going to help me out. I'm alone. I have to do all the work. When I do the right thing, everything will fall into pieces and things will be perfect. So that's what I have to do it. And that's what we are here. 1 hour is over. We're done. And now we have some meditation also. So we are on the right path. We'll be going further up. Any questions so far?
I just wanted to thank you. This was so helpful.
That's very good. Well, it's remember we have to, but responsibility stays with me. I am responsible. I don't have to blame it to the whole world. Preeti, when you say that, you understand, how come you understand today, not yesterday? Because you wanted to know about it. You did not have probably right time to do it, but you said, I'm gonna put my efforts together. Once you put your effort, everything falls into the place. So we have to put our efforts, we have to do our purushar, we have to do swa-purushar, we have to do effort for my own self, and that will just lead me to the Samyak Darshan and further up. So yes.
સોલ જો પ્યોર ન હોય તો હંમેશા શરીરની સાથે હોય, બરોબર છે?
Yes.
તો શરીર મેટર થયું ને?
Sari is matter, that means Sari is Nimit.
પણ તો કર્મ કોણ કરે છે, મેટર કે સોલ? Who is doing the karmas?
No. Remember, karma particle has their own way of system. They have their own system, and soul has its own system. Remember, we took those two separate things. Here is a soul, and here's a matter. Matter does its own job. I can't do anything about it. I have capacity within me only as a soul. What can I do? No rag, no dvesh. That's my whole take-home message right now. That's it. Wherever I do rag and dvesh, I just have to say it's my fault. It's nobody else's fault. If I do rag dvesh, I'll acquire karma. If I don't do rag dvesh, I won't acquire karma.
તો કર્મ થાય છે સોલથી જ. Soul is the doer of karmas.
Soul is a doer. Soul is a doer. Yes.
એટલે not the body, not the
No body, no nothing. No.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah, that's
okay,
good.
guys. Next Wednesday, I think probably we may have to skip because Rakesh Bhai is going to be at my place. So, we'll be tied up. And so, if you don't mind, we'll have to take that off from the next next Wednesday. And the following Wednesday, we'll continue. Okay?
Kirango, this was fabulous. I think I speak for all of us. Thank you so much. Feel free, unless there are objections, to pick up the pace if you feel it's necessary.
No problem. Oh, sure. Okay.
I think everyone should try to mute their microphone.